Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever zone you're watching me. Welcome to my video of the day. My good name is Kamanja. This is my good channel, guys. Feel at home, away from home. Keep on enjoying watching this amazing content from this village of Nyabohanse, East Africa, Kenya. And guys, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I don't know really what you are waiting for, because you're missing a lot. You are missing a lot. How can you afford being out of this amazing channel, giving you authentic news from this village of Nyabansi? Nyabansi is known for YouTube, yeah? So anything that we bring around here, it's all about YouTube, nothing else. We are not here to bring about other people's family issues. I don't know what, and this he slept on an empty stomach. I don't know, he beat his wife like our wife was beaten. I don't know, the wife cheated on her. No, we only bring YouTube related issues to this platform. So if you want to get the best news concerning YouTube activities in Nyabohanse, anything, just contact Kamanja_KE. My channel is always free. Just subscribe. You only need to subscribe. That is all. Like my videos. Don't skip the ads. Watch from minute 0 to minute last. Then support me. Guys, that is it. That is it. That is it. And actually, I want to welcome you back. Just welcome back. Before I give you this good news that I want to tell you, it's good to actually take this special moment to thank all my returning viewers, my supporters. You know, you are the pillars of this channel. You are the reason as to why this channel is living. So kindly, tell a friend to tell another friend. Subscribe a friend to subscribe a friend. Share me out. Take me to 3,000 subscribers. You know, I'm on the road to 3,000 subscribers, and I'll be like, oh God, kindly. And I know God is going to make it happen. I know God is going to make it happen. So welcome and feel most welcome. Guys, we are doing fine. My family is fine. Every person, everybody is just fine. I'm doing okay, you know. And that is why today I've been watching some videos around. And I said, no, Kamanja, I should not sleep. I should not just sit and watch. Let me react. So for those new guys, you don't know what I'm really doing. Kamanja does reaction videos. If you want me to do something different, you can come out and actually advise me. So long as it's something that is going to help me attain what I want. But for now, Kamanja does reaction videos. That is where I'm best fitted. I do reaction videos. I pick your video, watch it, analyze it, listen to everything that we say, then I give it my own opinion. So I don't do it, and I want to repeat, I don't do it because I hate you. I don't do it on you because, you know, I dislike you. I do it because I love you, because I want you to do the best. More so for those guys who find themselves on the wrong. I try to make reaction videos about them so that they can realize their mistakes, so that, you know, they can correct. And as I said in my last video, so that they can become socially acceptable. You know, there is no need of you are economically acceptable in the community, physically acceptable, but socially, you are not acceptable. When people look at you, they see like, oh, some Satan is passing. So guys, welcome. I have some two interesting stories. I don't know, it's a coincidence to do. Today I'm going to be talking about two stories, but these are very sensitive stories that I want to talk about. I want to talk about Dimwango's husband, Dimwango's new husband, Peter, the Polish husband, who is now, people are saying, according to JT podcast, you know, that this guy Petra, I don't know, it's Petra. You know what I want to say? Like the Romans say, he is Peter. Now, this guy has traveled. But for Koera Senior and JT Podcast, he has traveled to go and see a different girlfriend. And now they are seated in their corners trying to advise Dimwango on how she should cope up with this with marriage. Guys, people are daydreaming. I asked you in my last video why people are always, why we Africans are always insinuating for bad things. Why do we expect, why are we always, why, I was asking myself, why are we, and it is now becoming something common to most Africans, why, and because I don't know, is it because people are evil or people think on evil sides? Why are we actually why are we like anticipating for bad things to happen always? Is it because we hate others with passion? Is it because we don't like development? Is it because we dislike others? I really don't know why. Imagine an old man like Ohera Senior insinuating and anticipating for the bad things to happen to Dimwang. This is purely jealousness. This is purely unwanted. This is purely awkwardness, backwardness. This is purely unacceptable. Kohera Senior and this skinny boy from Nairobi JT podcast, you must actually come to your senses. Maybe you are mad, we don't know, and your madness is getting you to a different level. Who knows? That is a story I'm going to talk about. Peter actually leaving for a different. People are now insinuating that he has left for Romania. Let us see and wait if he is actually in Romania, at Romania. Now, the one thing that I want to talk about, and my biggest question, because I want to touch on Davy Jnr., how Davy Jnr. has been attacked in the village, and this must be a police case. I'm not actually inciting Davy Jnr. to go and arrest somebody, but these kind of attacks are what always calls for a police case, because people should have evidence when they want to attack people, when they want to physically attack, when they want like mentally attack, when they want to attack people emotionally. This is purely cyberbullying, defamation, and people don't want to mind their own business. And Davy Jnr. has been attacked by one of his closest allies. This is not betrayal, because the village is full, or the village is always full of betrayal. So this, I cannot call it betrayal. This is a direct attack. It is something that has been planned and it is now being executed. Nation One has actually come out to splash so many things on Davy Jnr. And my biggest question we are asking, where is Yahya? Yahya is the daughter to the dancing grandma. Where is Yahya? Because from the attacks and the information that we are getting from Nation One and other people who are very close to Nation One, why Nation One and Davy Jnr. don't want to see each other eye to eye? It's all about money. Money. Money, 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 money. It's all about money. Yes, let me call it. It's all about money. Now, it has been alleged that Davy Jnr. scammed a subscriber $6,000 that was meant for Yahya, according to Nation One. And then, as if that one is not enough, I don't know why people are not talking about this $6,000 that it is alleged from Nation One, how he spilled out the information to others, that $6,000 that was meant for Yahya's development, personal development and anything, never reached Yahya. And actually, Davy Jnr. used this for himself. That is according to Nation One. Number two, there is now a bone of contention. Now where people are getting, people want to meddle into very small issues. People don't want to talk about this $6,000 that was meant for Yahya. Now people are talking about $450 that was meant for Yahya's upkeep. How can I call it? Is it an upkeep? Like it was meant to buy Yahya bed, mattress, some shopping and everything, buy him some good things and for rent. That is it. From one subscriber by the name Mark. Guys, this is not Big Mark. It has not been confirmed that this is Big Mark. This is just a name that has been mentioned by Nation Mark. So don't misjudge, don't cross the bridge before you reach the river. It is not Big Mark. For those people who like drama and everything, this is not Big Mac. This is a different mark. I want to guess so. And maybe my guess is right and very correct. So those are the stories I want to talk about. Why is Nation One? How Nation One is trying to enter into drama. And you know, in this village, when people want to enter into drama, they should drag one kind person to their own dramas so that they become relevant. I don't know if you are getting me properly. They should pull somebody that they have been working together so that at the end of the day, they remain relevant. Their stories remain relevant. But there is something that people are not realizing. Me, when Davy Jnr. started building Grandma's home, he made it very clear, categorically clear. He mentioned categorically that he was not to allow any filming at that site. And I remember I came out and I actually seconded him because of that, because he was actually learning from what happened from Marwa's construction site when Marwa was constructing for the dancing, for the silent, how do you call, for Brand's grandma on the other side. So many things happened. YouTubers turned out to be very lazy. They only wanted to go there and film, just because if they film Marwa in their videos and everything, they knew they were to actually get a lot of views. They wanted to garner views and they wanted to garner a lot of money from YouTube. They wanted to attract a lot of donations. But now when Davy Jnr. put it categorically that he never wanted to see any filming at that site, I really don't know where the rain started beating him, and he allowed people like Nation One to be at the site after being sent to go there and make a cow cabin. That is how I know. That is a cow den and everything. I went there, and yes, he's a Mason. Nation One is a Mason. He does things on a right way. But you know, when he reached there, number one, there was a conflict of interest. Yes, whenever people work in one pool, there must be a conflict of interest. People should work. There is a very silent competition towards pleasing the donor. Hey, let me do it perfectly so that this person who is sponsoring this will always find me as the favorite person in this site. That is what actually always happens. And when we have conflict of interest, that's when things or relationships start becoming sore. People don't like it. People don't like it because we have people who are now going to defame others. People are going to talk and give out wrong information about others so that, you know, they tend to make their side look good, whereas on the other side, they want to dirtify other people's sides. In Swahili, we say, kila mwamba ngozi huvutia kwake. Kila mwamba ngoma huvutia kwake. That is how we always put. Like, when I wake up, I want to please somebody somewhere so that, you know, he finds or he favors me. You know, what I want to fall for, I want to get the subscribers into a trap whereby they are going to favor me over the rest. That is what actually happened there. Before that money was actually done what? Sent through Nation One and everything. Before I tell you the story. Conflict of interest is everything. And for your information, as I always say, one word for a wise man is always final. Just one word for a wise man. And this is my word. When as a person seated somewhere, you will always decide to concentrate on your own business without meddling yourself into other people's business. That is when you are going to be wise. That is when people are going to say, hey, this guy is humble, this guy is wise. But when you find yourself driving some drama into other people's businesses, you are going to find yourself very relevant and you are going to fall out with so many people. Yes, you might please people instantly, but that pleasement will never last. It is going to be short-living. Because, you know, haters and people love drama, they don't dwell in drama mostly. They just do things instantly, and after that instant, they go silent. They leave you in a very big limbo. You really don't know what to do next. And actually, that is what is going to happen to my brother, Nashon. Me, I love him. I respect him. We always meet. We always talk. Now, this is now what I want to talk about. Before all this happened, Mark, the subscriber, sent some money to, I don't know, Nashon or to Davy Jnr. Yes, it's to Nashon, if I'm not wrong. And I remember before the dancing grandma's wedding with Mwita, there is a scenario that happened about Davy Jnr. using timbers, I don't know, timbers for firewood. And one subscriber was very harsh on Davy Jnr. And I remember Davy Jnr. told that lady off, that he was in charge of that site and he never wanted to be controlled. You know, the big problem that we are now having is that many YouTubers are becoming puppet YouTubers in the village. They are working for donations. They are working for their sponsors. They are eagerly waiting and when they wake up, they just dream that, how am I going to gain a sponsor? How is this sponsor going to control me? Yes, some sponsors or some subscribers will never want to see Kamanja talking to Nashon. We never want to see Kamanja talking to maybe Village Echoes or talking to Davy Jnr. And that's why today I'm saying that most subscribers, people are not genuine in their support. They will always make us puppet YouTubers. That we are not independently depending on YouTube for our own survival. We find it that we are indirectly and actually at the same time directly depending on them for our survival. In the name, under the armpits of what? YouTube. That is how we find ourselves to becoming what? Puppet YouTubers in the village. And you know, we have subscribers seated somewhere. People who love this kind of dramas. Like, how do I do this? How do I get Nashon? Like, they want to see division always. Like this subscriber called Mark. Maybe that is what he wanted, or this subscriber wanted. He really wanted to see Davy Jnr. not working hand in hand with what? Nashon. Now Nashon decided to fall into that pit. Not remembering, he forgot so easily that he had actually rose because of Davy Jnr. All these constructions from Marwa's construction site to Davy Jnr's constructions, and something happened. Remember I told you, Marwa was being betrayed by the people he actually trusted at one point. And one of those guys that I said was Nashon. People who will, on a daily basis, on a broad daylight, will announce Marwa as one of their best persons around. But during the night when they are dining and eating, drinking with the haters, they will be there denouncing Marwa's vision. Remember I said that. So Davy Jnr. also came out and said, these are the same guys who are busy betraying my brother, who are busy denouncing my brother in the village. And I decided to give them room to come and work here. And instead of working here, they decided to shit on me. So he made it very clear a long time ago, some 3 weeks ago, before even he went to get that Mercedes-Benz, his new vehicle. That is Davy Jnr. He had made it very clear that for him and Nashon, it was paraffin and water. He never wanted to see Nashon at the grandma's construction site. He said if Nashon goes there after he has completed his construction from there was no problem. It was not to go and actually like tell him I'll chase him out from that place. And Nashon kept quiet all those times. 3 weeks or 2 weeks, he has been keeping quiet to that matter. Because it was actually said it was all about money. Davy Jnr. mentioned this categorically, that it was all about money, and Nashon was not one person to be trusted. That is according to Davy Jnr. And it is now becoming to us, it's now dawning to us, it is true that he cannot be trusted. Let me tell you why Nashon decided to do what he did, to wash his this dirty linen in public with Davy Jnr. Because he had so many channels. to go out and like solve this problem between him and Davy Jr. But he decided this. Why? Guys, do you remember what happened between Nico Buddha, Mayugno, and Ayamaru? You know, people try to borrow from scenarios. The repercussions of a given scenario. What if I do this? Maybe this thing is going to fall to me. People don't know that people have their own luck in a special way. Like my luck comes in a very special way, not the same way that yours should come. People flocked into his channel and told him that, you know, even Nico Buddha, Marwa denounced him. Look at how he's making progress on a daily basis. Nashon One, you can also denounce, you can also talk bad things about Davy Jr. And the things will do what? Things will sprout on your way. The progress will come on your way. Success will open doors. Doors of success are going to happen. Let me remind him that he is not Nico Buddha. He is Nashon One. That is one thing that he's forgetting. If he wants to fall into Nico Buddha's boots, he must go to Nico Buddha so that Nico Buddha orients him. Nico Buddha's subscribers are not his organic subscribers. That is something that he should be reminded of. That he is not even sharing people. He is organic people with the Nico Buddha. Nico Buddha has his special clique of people, and he also has his own clique of people. So he should not rely. That is why I'm saying he should stop becoming a puppet YouTuber in the village. A person who is actually depending on people who are divisive. Yes? People who are just divisive, people who don't like progress. And I've come to realize that not all these subscribers, even if they come from Davy Jr.'s channel or they come from Marwa's channel, not all these subscribers love what Marwa is doing or love what Davy Jr. is doing. We must agree with that. We must agree with that. And that's why these guys tend to build some teams among Team Marwa or to build a different team among Team Davy Jr. That is why the division is always continuous. The division is always there. Betrayal after betrayal. People trying to defame others. People trying to cyberbully others. And that is it. Ben. And I ingia lala. Have you done your homework? Yeah? Okay. Guys, that is Ben, and he's actually retiring to his bed. So, my good people, for Nashon One, I'm not ironing him. I'm trying to advise him as a brother. Number one, he should not act a fool and prove to the world that he's a fool who actually falls into a trap to people who like drama and division. I said he had a lot of channels to use to reach out to Davy Jr. He should not come out here trying to cheat people that, you know what, as you know well, I don't have access to Davy Jr. And people are believing in that he doesn't have access to Davy Jr. He has a lot of ways to reach. I want to repeat it again, that he has a lot of ways to reach to Davy Jr. Because Davy Jr.'s closest people are his closest friends. He should not come out here, he should not behave like a fool to come out here and try just to square this thing on this platform like that. His greatest aim is to shame Davy Jr. and plant or brand Davy Jr. to be a scammer. And that's why many people are now asking, where is Yahya? People are now asking, is there something that is cooking up that they don't know about Yahya and Davy Jr.? Is it true that Davy Jr. At one point, is it true that people are alleging that Davy Jr. is keeping $6,000 that was meant for Yahya? All those stories are coming from who? Nashon One. Remember the stories that came about from the villa on Marwa from Mogesi and Gintu? We were not paid. He took our money. he was on this, he is a scammer. Those are the same things that are repeating themselves. Look at how they are repeating themselves. And that is how I always say to people. If you decide to work with me, be genuine. Don't just behave like an hedgehog, or you behave like a rabbit, you behave like a he-goat or a she-goat, so that, don't become a green snake in green grass. Be somebody that can be trusted, somebody who is humble, and somebody who is genuine. That is when even blessings come your way. Now, Nashon one is blaming Davy Jnr. and Eze. I don't know is Eze or Eze, fight with Eze. I don't know him. Me, I don't have any closeness with this fight with Eze person. But I know he's a positive guy, and that is it. That is all. So, Nashon one and Eze, they share one common language. That is, they can talk in their own dialect. If Davy Jnr. is not picking his call, he can use Eze, because this money was involving him, Eze and Yahya. He should not come here to tell people that he has no access to Davy Jnr. Because Davy Jnr. is very approachable. They always meet here in the market. He should have even taken 1 minute and say, no, even if boss, you disallowed me. Remember, Davy Jnr. only denied him and disallowed him not to be at where? The Dancing Grandma's construction site until he is finished, or until that construction is complete. That is when he will get his room to go there. So they always meet up with Davy Jnr. in the market here. They always brush shoulders. Is there any problem to actually stand him on the roadside and say, hey boss, somebody has got a question here for you. Are you able to answer? Don't come to this platform to come and fool people that this is happening because I'm not getting access to Davy Jnr. Davy Jnr. is not a premise where you can get access to him. Number 2, the second channel that you are to use, the same Mark who is asking you to ask, look at that long channel, guys, to ask Davy Jnr. if Yahya got the money. What is his motive? Is he not believing in Davy Jnr.? Is he not trusting Davy Jnr.'s things, how Davy Jnr. is doing his things? Because we've always been seeing on camera, when Davy Jnr. sent even 10,000 for somebody, he delivers. When he sent even 5,000, he delivers. We've never heard from any of those people that Davy Jnr. has been working with that Davy Jnr. is keeping my money or my donations. Davy Jnr. never took 100% of what he was sent to a given vulnerable person. Why is it coming out from Nashon one? Is it because you fell out? You only fell out because you had a conflict of interest. You wanted to outsmart the master. That is how foolish some YouTubers in the village tend to turn to be. And I'm now repeating that. They are doing this just because they have decided to be controlled. They are doing this just because they are now puppet YouTubers. They cannot live on their own. They are always directed. Wake up, do this. Wake up, go do this. Wake up, go do this. Without the masters telling them what to do, they are always there. Guys, you remember what happened to this young boy's channel the other time? He squandered some chances in YouTube. We were there. We never wanted to come out and actually react on what he was going through or what he was doing. He only waited for Marwa to come and give him a second life. And we said he is going to pick from there. He has learned a lesson. But let me tell you, fools will never learn lessons. If they learn lessons, they will learn lessons on a wrong way. And this is what exactly happening to Nashon one. Yes, I know maybe I might be talking this and I might be offending most of his organic subscribers, people who love him. I'm very sorry. But this is the bitter truth. You either take it or you leave it. It's either you are controlling this guy and you are making him a puppet instead of actually giving him freedom and actually opening his minds so that he sees where he's supposed to go and where he's coming from. I always repeat this, that the only support we guys that we celebrate, it is when you guys watch our videos, you comment, you share us out, and you actually ensure that we grow numbers in subscription. That's the best and the strongest support, that we will always come out here and say, God bless these guys. But if you think you're sending money, controlling people and telling them, oh, do this and do this, it is going to change things, then you are burying us when we are alive. Guys, you are burying us when we are alive, because you cannot force me to kill a dead lion, or to force things, to find things that don't make sense to me. Guys, that is what I refer to as you force me to kill a dead lion, something that is not there. It is not. You promise me heaven that will never come. Kindly, the only heaven you guys can promise us, subscribe, share us out. If you want to actually uplift me, make sure that you always watch my videos, so that at the end of the day, I'll be actually smiling to the bank for that YouTube paycheck at the end of the month. So for Nashon 1, for him, he had the audacity, number one, before he actually earned the courage and the audacity to address Davy Jnr. on a video. He had the same courage, I want to assume so. He had the same audacity to talk to Mark, the subscriber, to talk to Davy Jnr. directly, because Davy Jnr.'s number, I know, it is found somewhere in his channel. If it is not there, then Davy Jnr.'s email account is there. He was to ask the same Mark, the subscriber, to contact Davy Jnr. and ask Davy Jnr. if actually the money that he was sent reached where it was supposed to reach. This is one way they want to disentangle Davy Jnr. and Yahya. They are now planting bad seed between Davy Jnr. and Yahya. You don't know if the same Mark will send Nashon 1 to Yahya and tell Yahya, let us make a video and say that, you know what, the money that was meant for me through Davy Jnr. never reached me. Guys, don't be surprised to see such videos, because Nashon 1 has decided to actually invest in drama. That might be the next, because maybe being a puppet YouTuber is going to be sent to look for Yahya. And the moment Yahya is found, don't be surprised to see a video in this making news here and trending here. Oh, Yahya, Davy Jnr. took my money, and I was, when people come out and say, he took my money, as if the money it is his money or her money. This is somebody's money. And I told you in my last video that these things that we are doing, even this is my advice to Davy Jnr. and the rest, Maro. Yes, you use your own money sometimes. We should avoid creating a mentality in these vulnerables that anything that is sent to them through us is their own right. This money can be used for anything useful, more than giving you, go and squander that money because you really don't know where that money comes from. So Mark had the chance to call Davy Jnr. and contact Davy Jnr. if he wanted this relationship to heal. Because after Davy Jnr. fell out with the Nashon 1, what do we expect? We want to see peace. This subscriber was to become a peace mediator. Like, no, Nashon 1, go to Davy Jnr. apologize. I want to see you guys working together. Yes, Nashon 1 is a very good mason, as people are putting it. Yes, he does his things well and everything. So you are there to support his skills and make something, make a living out of his skills and everything. I have seen people telling him that. But the first thing, make sure that he's in peace with others. Because these people are the same people who are going to give him employment opportunities. When they have a construction site, Nashon One, where are you? Come and do something here. But when you keep on dividing them, do you think that anything next, people who are now aligned to Team Maro, do you think that even Fadela, the young boy, if Fadela is told, I don't want to see Nashon One at your construction site, will you start again fighting Fadela that he has told you not to stay there because he has been told for you to get this support? I don't want to see Nashon One there because Nashon One is dining and eating with the haters. Nashon One is now drumming up drama in these streets. We thought he's a good person. Young boy, don't let some 2 to 3 fellas actually destroy your will, destroy or to actually break down the doors to success on your way. You know, supporters, these subscribers, when they want to come to us, they come in different colors. Oh, Kamanja, I like the way you analyze things. You know, you are my son. They call it, mothers call us their sons. Even fathers, they call us our sons. We call them our moms. We call them our grandmoms. You know, they come with the different colors. Oh, and the moment you slide a bit, like you do something that is contrary to what they want, they will unsubscribe from your channel without taking a second chance, without thinking twice. So why should I keep myself pleasing people who are waiting for me to commit a mistake? After I commit that mistake, they leave me stranded. I better try to convince somebody and please somebody who, if I go wrong, he will always come to me and ask, my son, this is something wrong. How I wish you correct yourself, and I want you to be this way. We have a good mothers in terms of our subscribers who always come to our channels. They always advise us on what to do. Those are the kind of subscribers I will always ask God to bless them. But for those guys who are drumming up for drama, they are there. They are drama queens and kings. They want you to outwit others, you know. They want people to outsmart their masters. You know, they are there to bring some division amongst these young YouTubers in this village. It is not going to work. It is not going to work. So Nashon One should actually think twice, because as I said, Davy Jnr might actually be forced to take a step on him, because number one, he has now called Davy Jnr a scammer. Does he have the evidence that Davy Jnr scammed Yahya $6,000? Because it is alleged that he told one of the subscribers that even there is $6,000 that was sent for what was meant for Yahya, and this money never reached Yahya. And that is why Davy Jnr doesn't want to talk about Yahya. And people are questioning Davy Jnr, where is Yahya? Just imagine, where is Yahya? This is all emanating from who? Very ungrateful people that we always think these guys are our brothers. Just imagine. Just imagine. So I want to ask this young guy, Nashon One, not all that is lost. You can still make yourself up. Guys, it doesn't cost a shilling. It doesn't cost $1 or $1 million when you just say to a person, I am sorry. I never knew what I was doing. Just forgive me. It doesn't cost anything. It only costs you some seconds or some minutes to accept your mistakes and move on. And there is no greatest thing in life when you accept your mistakes and you become apologetic, you are remorseful, and then things start working on your way. It has happened to us most of these times, and it is actually, we are enjoying it. Never should you be used by somebody to defame others. You know, I've said Davy Jnr has the powers and he has the will to go ahead and actually do something against Nashon 1. The evidence is there that you've been defaming him. You've been telling people about, oh, he's a scammer. He's not somebody to be trusted. That is cyberbullying. That is defamation. And you know the cost. You know the fine of defamation. It's only that we do things without seeing the broader way of the repercussions, how things gonna be happening when we act as our emotions send us to do. Let us not be carried by our emotions. Let us not try to make stories like Nashon 1 is coming out to make a story so that people will sympathize with him. The way subscribers sympathize with the Nico Buddha is not the way they are going to sympathize with their situation. People are very different when it comes to judgments. Nico Buddha's thing, actually, it was surrounding very big money. Yours is just $450. $450, that is about 40,000 to 50,000 Kenyan shillings. Imagine. But what was Nico Buddha doing and everything, you know? I have told you. So we share subscribers, yes. They enjoy watching us, yes. But from where they come from, they have divided minds. They tell you, Kamanja, me, I love you, what you're doing. But actually, even if you are talking about this guy, he is not a good guy, according to me. You know, and you don't know how many people he has shared this thing with. You might think that you are the only angel that he is telling or she's telling you about these guys. But he has told so many angels around about the same thing. And you come out here, just stamp yourself like, oh, you know what, subscribers love me. We are all loved at different angles. We are all loved, but at different levels. That is what you're supposed to do. That's why you see, one subscriber decides to build for another person you've been with all this time. You are seated with the same person. He is your subscriber. He doesn't even he doesn't even come to comment on you, but he's your subscriber. But we'll find time to go to person X, do something that is tangible. And this guy will never tell you that this is the person who is doing this for me. And when you realize that this is what is happening, then we tend out to fall out. People are going to fall out because people will think that you've been using me. No. One's fortune, it's one's fortune. It won't be your fortune. My luck is my luck, and your luck is your luck. Those are things that you're supposed to know. How long should I take telling you this? That we were born different. We were born at different times. So our lucks will always come at different times. Don't force things. So this way that Nashon 1 is coming out to mock and actually like try to spill fake beans on Davy Jnr. so that people will sympathize with this situation. Those are just crocodile tears. They are not going to bear fruits. People will tell you that, oh, go away, you are a good guy, Davy Jnr cannot be trusted. You know, you are telling the world that you've been dining and eating with these haters. It's only time that you've been waiting so that you get that time and do what? Yes, I heard that he bought some land there. You know, I don't want to enter that. I don't want to say that the money that was sent, you know, people were there just because of donations. Ask all these guys. People went to Brand's grandma because they really wanted donations. They never wanted their YouTube channels to grow. People are there just because they want donations. Like, people will see, if I work very closely to Davy Jnr, people are going to ask, hey, Davy Jnr, that guy Kamanja who always actually walks around with you, how can I reach him? Kindly, can you get these 10,000 to him? And you know, people will be like whitewashed. Oh, if I stay with this guy, this is money. Then people turns out to be very lazy. They don't want to work. They always do this, you know. Very crazy things, you know, very crazy things. So I know we might be sharing subscribers with Nashon 1. If you are a subscriber from my side and you are also a subscriber, the same subscriber to Nashon 1, kindly get him to advise him. Tell him things are not handled that way. You cannot come to this platform and claim to be killing a dead lion. You are just wasting yourself. You are trying to show the people the other side of you that they never knew. And that side of you that they never knew was the bad side. They will start running away from you. Like now I've seen Exodus. People are now leaving you. And we have other mungus, some squirrels somewhere telling you, oh, let them go. Guys, building friendship is very hard. When you lose a friend, it's very hard to get that friend back. I want to tell you. Number two, the quicker you rise, don't think it is also going to be hard for you to fall down. The quicker you rise is the same way you are going to come down. Don't become a fool of yourself. Always think twice before taking a step, before trying to act. Always think twice. To be a wise person, always think twice. Such kind of attacks, guys, before I talk on a different thing, such kind of attacks that are always spearheaded and directed to this family, the Ondaris, it's all because people want to become relevant in their stories. They will always repeat. I told you about these guys, the likes of Mosabi, the likes of, I don't know, Emmanuel Farm and everything. Where are they now? Their joy was short-living. People are celebrating them because they knew they were to celebrate them for a short time. But the real thing, these guys are suffering. Views are not viewing up. Whoever cheated them, people have gone silent. Subscribers have abandoned them after giving them heavy promises. They promised them heaven. And I know people are now going to actually promise Nation One heaven. It is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Kindly, he must take it from me. And I've told him what is supposed to be done. Not by in bad faith. Me, I've told him as a brother. And I've advised him. If he has good ears, let him hear me out. Reconciliation is better than living forever divided. Peace is paramount. That is what I want to tell him. Let him know that peace is paramount. And before you decide to become ungrateful to others, kindly watch back. Look at where you've come from with such a person. And ask yourself, why am I trying to be ungrateful to this guy? Just because of money? Just because you think he's earning more than what you have? Just because you think you can compete favorably with him, it's only that God is not giving you the chance? Guys, God's time is different for every creature he created. Take that to the bank. Take a note of that. God's time with every person is very different. God will never bless me today, bless you the same day, bless my wife the same day. No. God will give me what I need today. It will take ages again for God to actually bless my wife. Look at what he did to Abraham. It took Abraham centuries, and Abraham was even losing hope. But it took him time for him to be what? To be given a child, Isaac. Look at what happened to Job in the Bible. Job's wife was like, no, this guy, you cannot trust this guy. Look at now. You are sick. You've nothing. You've lost everything. Why can't you denounce God? And Job said, no, he is my Lord, my good Lord. And you know, God restored everything to Job. It happens at different times. When Jonah was sent by God to go to Nineveh, what did he do? He decided to do things differently. But where did he find himself? Nineveh. Guys, I don't want to be a preacher today, but I want to remind these guys. They should always sleep and wake up knowing that God's time is always the best, and God has his time for every person that he created. Guys, watch the video, and I want to actually ask you to watch the video from the start to the end. Don't skip the ads. Guys, like this video. Like this video. Just like enjoying this video. Guys, I just want to take some 10-20 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes talking about Kohera Senior JT podcast. How these guys, you know, Me, I'm not insulting them. I don't want people to enjoy when I insult people. I want people to see the correct thing. Dimango got married the other day. People, while we were congratulating her for getting married, people have came up with the stories in the village. Oh, Dimango had a kid. That was Nairobi teacher. Everything. They never wanted to see the best from Dimango. They only wanted to see Dimango not to live in harmony, at peace with the new husband. That is Peter, the Polish guy. So those stories were short-living. They died on arrival. Now that this husband is leaving for a given destination, people are now insinuating and anticipating this might be Romania. And why do you think this guy is leaving? It's all because he is going out to see his former girlfriend. He has another girlfriend. And I'm surprised to see Koera Senior, as old as he is, trying to advise Dimwango that that is how marriage is, and men are polygamous. You should enjoy because that is what you chose. And where did Koera Senior get this information from? From JT podcast. So what do you think about JT? JT is a liar, perennial liar. JT knows how to twist the stories for them to become relevant for his stupid and foolish subscribers who enjoy his school of thought. And Koera Senior thinks that, if JT did this, then this might be true. Look at how an old guy believes on anything that passes. If today I decide to say that Nyabwansi is in turmoil, that there is a bomb blast in Nyabwansi, then Koera Senior, from where he is living, is going to come up and say, oh, Nyabwansi people were attacked, there was a bomb blast. That is a very low mentality. That is becoming narrow-minded, shallow minds from this old guy. A person who is supposed to be like there, not even supposed. I've always asked Koera Senior, at his age, is so elderly as he is, he's supposed to be telling us about the Korean community, what was wrong and what was bad those days, how they enjoyed, how colonization ended in this place. Because he actually, I don't know if he actually experienced the Second World War, because the First World War, I guess no. Second World War, maybe was born after the Second World War. He might have told us, now, there is a very big problem happening between the Koreans at the border of Guitembe and the other side, the Maasais. He's supposed to tell us what is happening there, how the Koreans there are being affected. But instead, this guy, old man, ironically, is now ditching himself in drama. He's now getting himself stuck in drama, trying to talk all the bullshit around. My sister Dimwango, wherever you are, my humble advice, you've been knowing these guys all this time. The hateful women, you know about them. People who are disrespectful, they are desperate after being married as second wives or like concubines somewhere. They are now not getting the love with their husbands. They are now not seeing good when you are enjoying it with your new husband. Enjoy life. It is your marriage after all. You decided to choose him. But now they are trying to bring in Davy Jnr. and Marwa. You know what? Marwa was advising Dimwango to keep put, keep on, because that is marriage. That is marriage. That is how they say. That is marriage. Yeah, that is marriage. According to Koera Senior, according to JT Podcast. Somebody who we don't know if he is married. He's now talking about other people's marriage lives. Koera Senior, nobody has ever talked about your marriage lives and everything. What you do there, how you beat your wives and everything, we don't know. How you take care of your kids. When you move around from where you live, your village, to come to Nyabwansi here, to come and see your son Masubuan. Nobody has ever told you that you've come to see another girlfriend around here. Maybe you are chasing around some small girls. That's why you come to the border town where you can get some cheap lodgings and everything so that you do your nonsense here. That is how you are now proving to people that this is what you like. You are polygamous in nature. That is it. And who knows, when you come around, that is what you come to do. Why are you finding it so cheap to bring Dimwango in such a nonsense stories? Why can't we give Dimwango peace? She needs peace. Let her concentrate. Let her focus on her marriage and everything. You are not supposed to drag her every morning. Oh, the husband has left for another. So what? You want to see her back to the village, so that you say, oh, she's like mother, like son, like mother, like daughter. We know you are digging some stories to come up, but because people are very intelligent, because you know Dimwango is very intelligent, she's very bright upstairs. She cannot fall into such stupid traps you are actually setting up for her. And actually, Dimwango should not come out and to respond to such as quacks. Why should you come out to actually come out to respond to quacks? When you want to respond to a fool, you become a fool. You keep quiet, so that if you want a fool to realize that he's a fool, don't respond to his foolishness or to her foolishness. That is it. You just leave him, or you just leave her. He will one day realize that he's drowning in his foolishness. Nobody's going to force him drown in his foolishness. Hate is something very bad. Hate is something very, very bad. Hate is something very bad. Jealousy will kill us one day. Jealousy will kill us one day. And I always ask people, even if you walk around the whole world, you never find a very tall building written courtesy of jealousness or courtesy of hate. Guys, let us try, even if it is content, guys, let us try to make some good content. I said in my last video, like, reaction is something very sweet when you stick to the rules of reaction. It's very sweet. It's just like analyzing a book and giving it your own opinion. I will never analyze a book like if a book written by Chinua Achebe, things fall apart. When things fall apart, when I want to talk about this character Okonkwo, I should not come out and start calling Okonkwo very big and nasty names. I should actually portray this Okonkwo to the now to the current world, so that people will see Okonkwo of the 90s and Okonkwo of the 20s. That is it. Yes. When I'm talking about a given character in a given book, you know, literature, what we are doing, people don't know. This is part of literature. This is purely literature, not even part of literature. This is purely literature. And anything that is literature, anything that actually has got analyzing, people giving you summarize, people giving out their own opinion, you know, that is something literature always lives with us. Literature will never die. Literature was there, it is there, and it will always remain to be there. And that's why we always talk about issues, contemporary issues, things that are happening now, and things that we are contemplating that they are going to happen. And that is literature. So that is why I don't know why African literature always takes us to the wrong way. When Kamanja buys a vehicle, people will say, oh, that vehicle, maybe he stole some money to buy it. People will never say that it is his sweat that has actually, it is his sweat that bought him this vehicle. Now, lastly, this is my call to every YouTuber concerning the vulnerables, because these vulnerables are the people that are making YouTubers to crisscross each other. They want to fight each other on a daily basis. They always meet in these vulnerables' premises. I am sent to take their cement. Another one is sent there to take care of the construction site. Another one will be sent there to make a kitchen garden or everything, you know. There will be always a conflict of interest. How I wish that these vulnerables, we just do away with them. Like, when you get your vulnerable, just, if there is a sponsor want to support this vulnerable, let them now go. Don't become a go-between. Just connect them and leave them to keep on connected. If one is going to stop the connection, none of your business. Because now vulnerables are the main reason as to why YouTubers in this village are fighting each other. People want to actually put their families in public shame and everything. You know, people want to defame others as being cyberbullied, everything. It's all because of these vulnerables. And who brought about these vulnerables? It's us, YouTubers. We are the people who brought these vulnerables to these platforms. So it's either we avoid them, or when we have linked them with their sponsors, the people, because they are now thinking they are going to get sponsors in YouTube. When we have linked them, we just leave them there. So it's upon this vulnerable to keep on and to keep on growing this link, or to cut off this link, period. But if we keep on like entertaining these vulnerables, we are going always to fight and fight and fight and fight and fight. There is not there, we won't get peace anywhere. We are going to experience a very big rifts around, divisions everywhere. People are not going to talk in the same language. People are going to kill even each other here. Bloodshed. That is what we are actually anticipating for. From this side of the village, guys, I want to leave you. I want to actually ask you guys to keep on supporting us. God is going to bless you. When you support us, that is it. Watch our videos, subscribe to our channels. You know, take us to the numbers of the subscription that we actually need. We always need to grow. Even if it is a small step, we are always appreciative. Me, I will always appreciate you. Guys, appreciate your support from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys. To the moon and back. I will always actually tender my love for you. Me, I love you, and I will always love you. God bless you. God keep you always to be there for us. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Goodbye.